Who knows what this is? No, it's called a lollipop sign. Have you seen one? Yeah. When you start going to school, you'll be seeing something of this. And here's Tufty on the pocket, and on the back I've got another zebra crossing. Are they lighting? You want to blow them out? Hold on then. I'll tell you what, I'll say 1, 2, 3 and we'll all blow together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, blow!
Well, that was Kerby Drill in action, alias Hal Brooks. But that's only one side to the amazing talents of Hal Brooks, because when you're a clown like that, you need a lot of very complicated props made up, such as, for instance, the anti-aircraft cow, which Hal uses, and an atomic egg hatcher. Well, who do you get to do those? Well, the answer is, if you want to make them working and working properly, you make them yourself. And in doing this, Hal has developed his talents as a carpenter and wood carver to a quite phenomenal degree, as I think you'll see when you have a look at some of these things that he's brought in. Hal, your sense of humour and your clowning obviously comes a lot into these beautiful wood carvings, because here's a name, Linda, and on the top of it is the eye, which is floating on the end of a piece of fishing line.
I had a lot of thought about that, you know, and I was just wondering where to put it. It didn't seem to fit anywhere, but that came to me in the middle of the night, you see, so I suspended it on that little nylon cord there.
That's beautiful. Lovely idea. What about some of these other names that we have down here?
Well, they've all got their problems, you know. It's not easy. I don't like just to turn out letters, different wooden letters. I mean, there's no point in that. They've got to be little complete sculptures, you see. That little brick wall down there, Peter.
This one down here?
Yes. That's the initials of my youngest son, Michael Anthony Brooks, and he happens to be a bricklayer.
Oh, I see, yes.
You see, hence the brick and the trail.
And what about over here? What's this?
Ah, well, that's an estate agent friend of mine, Anthony James, so I built the little cottage for him as well, you see.
Yes, in the shape of a house. Beautiful. Yeah. And here we have something that's a little bit more self-explanatory. It's Jonah in the shape of a
I've
whale.
never met a Jonah yet. I'm hoping so. I hope he can swim.
Do you make all these names on request?
Yes, I get orders and commissions, you know. I'm working through the list of names, and there's thousands, literally thousands.
I'm not surprised, because they're lovely. I can see your name Hal there. But can we move on now to the candlesticks, because they are also very beautiful, practical household objects. Going for
practical,
well.
That's the point, you see. Here's a point about practicability. This candlestick I made, I thought, wouldn't it nice to have a nice little round thing with a pump, with a little candle. But when we pushed the candle in there, it broke the handle. So I came up with one that when you push the candle in, the point took the weight on the table, you see, but that's rather bulky. So in the end, the final design came to this elegant little fella here.
That's beautiful.
In pine, and of course the wood just speaks for itself, you see.
I think my favourite graining of wood possibly is that candlestick there, which is really lovely.
Well, this one here, I've got to make another one. This is going to California.
Yes.
A young lady in London at a craft fair
so you're
ordered one.
Overseas,
yes. And if you see this herringbone pattern here, it's not by chance, it's by design. You join your wood to get the best effect, you see.
Yes. Now that is the point. How do you, in fact, join the wood, and how do you get these extraordinary shapes?
I brought a block along for you. Now, you wouldn't think that held much promise, but in actual fact, all these layers held together, and I might be working on it. I've got something set out on this already, but it could well mean that I have to take so much away to produce a sculpture like this, you see.
What do you call that?
Evolution.
Why is that?
Well, if you look carefully, we've got the single dividing into the double.
Oh, and a separate family coming on.
That's it.
Yes. I think the biggest sculpture that you've brought in is that chap beside you, which really is magnificent.
Well, this I call the walking lady. And you see, when you have a look at the grain, that I only have to add design, and the wood speaks for itself with the grain.
That is lovely.
Yes.
But it's not only wood that you work with. You've got, we've got Frida here, who's made out of what?
That's chipboard, ordinary chipboard.
Really?
Yes. Quite attractive too.
Is that finished, or would you varnish that?
Well, it's got a flat varnish on, you see, so that's finished.
I see.
This one here is a series of 6s.
Oh, yes.
And it runs right the way through, you see, and that's hardboard.
Hardboard?
Yes. I made a whole series of numbers. And here's another thing in hardboard here. I call this one my dolphin.
Good heavens, that looks like something like ebony or
Well, there
some
you are,
expensive
you see.
wood there.
You can do all sorts of treatments with it. You see the lines? Well, that's coloured glue, and I can show you how a block might be starting off, you see. You've got the different
Yes.
colours and the different shades. Even hardboard's got different colours. You can see the different coloured layers, and you cut most of it away to reveal these beautiful lines.
Oh, Hal, that's wonderful. Over there you've got another set of
Well, this
fours.
is another a number 4, and I'm fascinated by numbers. Now, this 4 goes all the way through, comes out the back, and if you hold it up that way, you get a nice cathedral design, you see, or even this way.
There's marvellous shapes on all sides.
Well,
Aren't
and they're so
Yes.
simple, just the
Yes.
4.
Tell us about your executive toys, because they're a lot of fun.
Ah, well, I'll give this one a 12. This is what I call a spinner, you see.
Yes. Now, I think the camera can see that, because the light falling on it makes the paler wood come into a sort of spiral going
Well,
down,
it is.
which is
There's
amazing.
no staining done there. It's just simply wood and polyurethane clear. And it's the way the wood is arranged. It works like a cat's eye. If there's light about, it reflects it, you see. And it's reflecting it in that pattern.
Yes. Well, Hal, they are fascinating, and thanks very much indeed for coming in to tell us about them.
Oh, hold on a minute, because I've burnt the midnight oil for you.
What?
I've
Oh!
done a...
Oh, can we see this? This is lovely. It says, quite surprisingly, Peter on it. That is beautiful. Hal, thanks very much indeed. But if we could, can we now see another side of you? Because we've seen Hal, the wood carver, and very talented he is too. Now let's look once more at Hal the clown as he amazes and entertains the children. Here he is.
Thank you very much, Peter.
Thank you.
That was lovely. Do you know, I can make it rain. I can stand here and I can make it rain over there. Woo! Did you see that? And I can stand over here and I can make it rain over there. Woo! Sometimes it rains in the middle, you know. Hey, did it leak? I've got to be careful, haven't I? Shall I keep my finger on it? Well, as long as my chin doesn't itch, you know.